too long late every Saturday.
You know you've got.
Today I'm going to be doing another Let's Talk video. Today I'm going to be talking about relationships and social media, like involved with sort of relationship things, so hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so the first thing that comes to my mind with relationships is loyalty, fun, and them two words come to my mind because to be in a relationship, like, I'm not talking about a primary school relationship, like when you're like 5 or something like that, but anyway, like, loyalty to me is basically what it is, like staying loyal and truthful and not flirting or cheating on anyone with anyone. That's like a big part in a relationship, because if you're not loyal and if you're just not loyal, then there's no trust, and if there's no trust, then what's the point in being together? It's not the same as someone saying to you that your girlfriend or boyfriend is cheating on you. That's just either them telling the truth or them just being that person that you know they are, like, really horrible and trying to rip it apart and stuff. But as long as you have trust in that person, then I don't see you like believing anyone or believing all the rumours you hear. Just be honest, just ask if it's true, or if you are cheating, just be honest about it. Because I read this quote ages ago. It says, like, if you cheat, if you go for the second person, then you obviously didn't love the first person enough to go for the second person, something like that. I thought that was really true. So yeah, and another thing about relationships is who you date, and by this I mean gays, lesbians, bisexuals, and who cares what you are, like, it's your life. Why should anyone else get involved with your personal life, especially, say, social media? This links in with this a lot. People call each other gay and stuff like that, for like, or jokes or whatever it is. But I don't understand, like, someone calls you gay and you're not gay, or like someone criticizes you for actually being gay or a lesbian or bisexual, but it's your life. You choose who you want to be with and who makes you happy. And even if it doesn't make someone else happy in your life, then as long as you're happy, you have to be a bit selfish sometimes, so as long as you're happy, then you shouldn't really care what anyone else thinks. Say if your family don't like you being a lesbian and they're trying to force you to go with other boys, or vice versa, if you're gay and trying to force you to go with other girls, then don't listen to them. Just be like, you don't want to waste, because no one really knows how long they've got in life, so you don't really want to waste it being someone you're not. I'm not a lesbian or bisexual, so I don't really know how to word it, because I don't know what you're going through sometimes, but this is from my point of view. Like, I don't try and force anyone to be something they're not, and oh yeah, it just annoys me when people, like, boys at my school act gay with each other, like hit each other's bums, but then if you are actually gay, then they'll probably bully you and pick on you for your whole time in high school, and I think that's wrong. Like, don't bully someone for being them. Like, I would say they're different, but they're not. Like, they're just in love with something that you're not, or someone that you're not, and if that's not a social norm to you, then it may be to them but not to you, and we may not be normal to them, because people questions, and this sometimes comes to me as well. I'm like, how do you like or know you like men or women? And it's just like them saying to us, how do you know we like them? And it's just learn to accept people, to be honest. People always like have stereotypical things of like gays and lesbians especially. Like gays, stereotypical, they speak dumb, they dress, I don't know, they dress colourful and like flaunt their gayness, but that's not entirely true. Like some gays like look, I don't want to say look normal because there is no looking normal, but they don't look like the stereotype that some people say they are. And same with lesbians, like lesbians have short hair, dress like boys, but that's not true. Like I probably know loads of girls that are lesbians and have long beautiful hair, really girly girl, or like not short hair at all. It's just like picture them, and like if we picture them like that, or if society say they're like that, then they have to be like that. There's no other way. But I just think it's wrong. I think you be you and don't let anyone say that you can't be you. The other thing I wanted to talk about was like relationships with your family and like how your relationship can interrupt with your family and friends. So say this has happened to me actually. Say you're going out with someone. I was going out with him for like 9 months, but then we split up. But in them 9 months, like the first month we was like alright together, like we spent quite a lot of time apart because it was your first month, it was really awkward. But for the first month, like I was still friends with everyone, I was like enjoying life still. Not saying I was enjoying life when I was with them, but like I was still enjoying being with my friends and stuff. And then as the time went on after that first month, I kind of like lost loads of people because we just stuck together and we never had any time apart. It's really difficult to deal with sometimes. And like if you want to speak to someone about your relationship, yeah, but you don't want to speak to the person in the relationship, which is alright sometimes because you may be feeling like you need to break up with them, but you just may need reassuring that it's just a tough time. I didn't really have anyone to turn to because I lost my 2 best friends at school, and that's basically all I hung out with because I don't really hang out in big groups, but I only had him. And then when we broke up, everyone like, I don't know, everyone went off in their own path and I was just kind of stuck. But luckily I met Shannon and stuff and now we're quite close friends. It's the same family really. Fair enough, like you want your boyfriend or girlfriend to come visit your family and like meet them because that's always nice, but if you're always out with them or if they're always just there with you, you're gonna like not, I don't know how to put it. Your parents will probably feel like you're slipping away from them or something, or growing up too quickly or something, as my parents always say to me. But I don't know, it's just like having a boyfriend or girlfriend is all good, but it's just really hard work sometimes. And other times it is a lot of fun and you see the point of having a relationship, but then when you go through a tough part or a big argument, you're like, why am I even bothering with this person? It's the same with like family and stuff. When you don't really, if you don't get along with your family, then you may not like to be in your house as much or like spend as much time with them, but deep down you know you really love them because they're always going to be there for you and stuff. So I just suppose it's all down to the individual and how they act with relationships and stuff. The next thing I'm going to talk about is more personal. Well, not personal, but it's happened to me. Something has happened due to social media. Okay, so if you don't know what Facebook is, then you're either like 2 or I'm living under a rock. Yeah, I was on Facebook. I just got it, and it was when I was in year 6. I got Facebook, and then I was going up to year 7, which is like high school, secondary school, and I was just looking through, and someone like added me as a friend, and it said no mutual friends. So I clicked on his profile to see who he was, and I couldn't click on his profile picture unless I was his friend. So I accepted a friend request just to ask who he was. So I accepted him, yeah. And then I messaged him saying, "Do I know you?" or "You have no mutual friends," something like that. So, because I was getting a bit like, I don't know. And then he was like, "Oh, it says you live in Bletchley. You live quite near me." I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "I live in Bletchley too." I was like, "Oh, okay." And at the time, I literally just got Facebook, so I wasn't like, I know it's common sense not to tell anyone like your name and stuff if you don't, well, it's on Facebook, but like what school you go to and stuff. But he was like, "Oh," he was like to me, "What year are you in?" He didn't ask my age. He was like, "What year are you in?" I was like, "Going up to year 7." He was like, "Oh, same here." But I was thinking, you look a lot older than that. Like, his profile picture looked fake, like off the internet. And then he was like, "What school are you going to?" And I know I shouldn't have done this because this was kind of stupid, but I said Lord Grey. He was like, "Oh, me too." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's quite cool." Like, already speaking to someone who's going to Lord Grey. And then we stopped talking for about maybe 2 or 3 days, maybe a week, can't remember. It was so long ago. But then he popped up to me again and was like, "Can I meet you?" I was like, "No thank you, I don't know you," and stuff like that. Then we stopped talking again, and then he kept harassing me. He was like, "I'm gonna wait for you outside of school. I wanna know who you are. I wanna know what you look like. Why won't you meet me?" and stuff like that. And it actually got to the point where our school police officer had to come around the house to sort it out because it got like so out of hand and stuff. And I didn't really know anything about safety on the internet and stuff, but now I do. But that really scared me. And basically, the thing about social media is it's taken over our lives, like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram especially. I think is like very one of the most used ones. But I don't know, like, you've probably got told this thousands of times, and I probably sound like a killjoy, but like, don't accept or talk to someone you don't know or doesn't know your family or anything like that. Even if the name doesn't, you don't remember a name, don't talk to them. Like, even if you think you know them, don't, unless you do know them. It's been on the news, like, not all the time, but quite a lot, where people have gone on like Xbox, and I have an Xbox too, but I don't, I only have like 3 friends. But yeah, like on Xbox, people meet each other like Black Ops, like the when you're on the game or something, and then it says like last played with, and then their name. People talk over there. They meet up, and there's been some cases where people have got kidnapped, raped, or even worst case scenario, killed, and that's just horrible. Just because that person didn't actually see that person's face or know them properly, they met them over a console game, which I know doesn't sound stupid or doesn't sound dangerous, but it is if you do not know the person. Social media or like internet is basically just about staying safe and having a lot of common sense. Or not even a lot, just common sense. When someone starts saying, "How old are you?" and you don't know them, or they claim to know you and surely they should know your age, don't give any personal detail or addresses or anything or family member names or where they live or your friends' names or anything like that unless you know the person. Same with Snapchat. Like, when I when I heard about Snapchat, because I knew, like, I must admit I was quite late getting Snapchat, but when everyone was taking snaps and stuff, and you know they say once it's sent it's gone forever, it's not. And like, I thought Snapchat was just like sending nudes and stuff, so I was like, I'm not gonna get that, thanks. I don't know, Snapchat is, to me, it's quite dangerous. I don't have that many friends on Snapchat, but oh, my voice went. I'm kind of glad I don't have that many friends on Snapchat because, one, I probably won't know half of them, and two, I do know who's on my Snapchat friends list. It's mainly like friends from school and like Reagan, and that's about it. They trick you into like sending you pictures, and then you can get exposed and things like that. Or like, if you ask for a nude and if you screenshot it, and if you're above like 16 and that person is like 16 in a day, and like if the police catch you in that day, then you can get thrown in jail for like child pornography or something like that, because they're not at the legal age. It's just people don't stop and think about that stuff when they ask or like talk about it, and people always like mess around or joke about like nudes and exposing people, and it's just a horrible thing, to be honest. Like, say you trusted someone and say you did send like not a complete nude but like a little racy sort of picture, and say that got like put up on Facebook by them or like shown around school on their phone and stuff, people started laughing or like seeing, like, you trusted that person enough to send that photo. So in some ways it's on that person's fault who's got the picture, but then it's kind of your fault as well, because why don't just wait in person till you show them what you want to show them. Snapchat, basically I always think people are more confident over phone, and this is so true. I'm more confident over text. It's just down to you and how you want to see your life in like 20 years. Everything that you put on social media will eventually smack you in the face, because say you go to a job interview, or like, I want to be a psychiatrist or a psychologist, and say I went for a job interview, I was just about to get it, then they found me on Facebook and something that my friend tagged me in that was like inappropriate and like didn't like look appealing or anything like that, they would think, is she like mature enough to have this job and stuff, which I think I would be, but because my friend or that person done that stupid mistake back a long time ago when we both thought it was funny, then that's going to affect me in the future, or even you in the future. And it's just about slowing down and thinking about things before you put them on, and like thinking about things before you say them. Hello, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't very good, or I don't think it was, but I'm very opinionated when it comes to things sometimes, and this is just something that's been bothering me. I've got another Let's Talk video to do, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Subscribe down below and comment on what you want me to talk about. See you next time. Bye.